This is what we have to understand as men. You never know how much of a simp you've been until it's over. You never know initially how much of a simp you've been. You never look at it and say, oh man, I'm being a simp right now. You think you're being a man. You think you're being a husband. You think you're being all that. You think you're being a good dude. You think you're being a whole bunch of positive things, but you're not. And when it's over and you realize how much of a simp you've been, man, it's damn near impossible to forgive yourself for that. I have several clients right now, man, that I've been coaching them, man, coaching them up out of that beta mess, man, for months now, man. They're making progress, man, but they were so deep down in the hole, man. They were so far down in the beta rabbit hole, man, that, it took them forever to even see the light at the hole again, man. They were so deep down there, they couldn't even see light. They was in the dark down there, man. They was in beta male darkness down there, bro. And you can't allow yourself to be in that type of frame of mind, man. It's just not a positive place for a man to be. I mean, many men will never forgive themselves for being so beta. That's why the first thing I said you got to do, you got to forgive yourself for being beta, man. You have to forgive yourself for being such a sucker for a woman. You have to forgive yourself for being so weak. You have to forgive yourself for being such a scrub. You have to forgive yourself for being such a do-boy. You have to forgive yourself for being such a slave. You have to forgive yourself for disrespecting yourself so much. Have to forgive yourself, man, for dogging yourself out and letting a woman dog you out too. Some of them let women put hands on them. Had to forgive yourself for letting a woman disrespect you. Had to forgive yourself, man, for taking on another man's children, trying to battle that other man for his children, man. You know them his children. You're going to try to battle him for parenting rights to his own children. You have to forgive yourself for that. Have to forgive yourself for going down on that woman, man, and the woman won't even hardly give you no sex. Had to forgive yourself, man, for accepting that woman coming to bed with you, man, and she ain't even take no shower before she got in the bed. You had to forgive yourself for letting that woman come to bed with you, man, with the wholest, raggedest clothes she got on in there. You had to forgive yourself for letting that woman gain 150 pounds on you, man. You still in there, man, trying to act like you attracted to her, man. Had to forgive yourself, man, for letting her folks, man, treat you like you're a scrub, man. Call you in the middle of the night. You getting up out your bed at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because somebody out doing something they ain't got no business doing and got stranded. Man, you have to forgive yourself for all this, man. Had to forgive yourself.
Chuck Diesel.
That's the main thing you got to do. But you wouldn't have to forgive yourself if you ain't never fall in love. All of those things I just named is what men do when they fall in love. Men who don't fall in love don't do any of those things. They don't do it. If you could just understand, man, women don't get with you for you to fall in love with them. So once you fall in love with a woman, the relationship is over. It's done. She'll stay there and let you cater to her and let you do all the things you're going to do for her and let you act like, man, she's so important and so significant in your life. She'll do that, but it's over. Once you fall in love with a woman, bro, it's over because you're not a man anymore. And a woman got with you because you were a man. Regardless of what kind of man you were, she got with you because you were a man. And once you are not a man anymore, it's over. Emotionality is draining enough for a man. You know what I'm saying? It is draining enough for a man. Being emotional drains so much out of you, brothers. It drains so much out of you, man. That's why it's so easy for a woman to lure you away from God. Adam never got lured away from God until he fell in love with Eve. You got to be in love with that woman, man, for that woman to come tell you, okay, I went against God. You go against him too. You got to be in love with a man who's in love with a woman cannot follow God. That's why so many men are godless. There are many men out here who are in love with a woman, but they don't know God. You cannot know God. You cannot follow God. You cannot have a connection with God when you're in love with a woman. Because what happens is, man, you give all of that emotion and then it's gone, and then you end up emotionally needy as hell because all the emotion that you have is gone with those people that you've been around, man, for all those years, man, and you gave them all of your emotion. And you know what they do? Man, let me tell you something, and it's real talk. When that woman leaves, man, them children ain't gonna be thinking about you, bro. Another man children not gonna be thinking about you once you outside of the house. The same way they ain't really think about him once he outside the house and you fall up in there and be stepdad. Of course, but they have a spiritual connection to him. So there's always going to be a connection there. With you, that spiritual connection is absent. So you're going to be a man who's going to end up being totally distraught emotionally because you dump your emotion into a situation that you shouldn't have dumped it in the first place. That's what's going to happen to you, man. For all that emotional investment that you made that went unreciprocated. A woman and her children by another man are never going to reciprocate the emotion you put in. Of course, everybody enjoys what's taking place when it's taking place. Everybody enjoys being catered to. Everybody enjoys you in there doing everything you can to make everybody happy, make everybody's life easy. Of course they enjoy that, but it's not going to be any appreciation. So I think that's a very detrimental position for a man to settle into. I think so. And I know you men think so as well. So you got to keep in mind, man, that, you know, when we go through these things, man, when we look at it and we say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give ourselves to this situation and we're going to make the best of it. It's the same thing we're going through right now, man. We're pretty much married another man, old lady, man. That's Pac old lady, man. He married Pac old lady, man, and she still love Pac to this day. This woman in her 40s, man, damn near 50s, man. And she's sitting there crying over Pac, man. I'm talking about talking on her show, man, crying. She can't even talk about it without crying. That woman heartbroken. That boy married a woman that's heartbroken over another dude. I'm not finna marry no woman that's heartbroken over another dude. I'm not finna be with no woman that's heartbroken over another dude. That's the wrong woman to love, man. Let me tell you another woman. The woman who's no longer with her children's father, but only because he kept messing over her so much. You know what I'm saying? Only because he kept lying to her and cheating on her and doing all that, man. That woman is no woman that's the wrong woman to love. She's emotionally needy. Too emotionally needy. So emotionally needy, in fact, that whatever you giving her, it's not going to ever measure up because she don't want that from you. A woman will finally settle for what she wants from any man if she can't get it from the man she wants. But deep down inside, she wants it from the man that she couldn't get it from. That doesn't change. That doesn't change. She wants it. She wants it from the man that she wants it from, but she'll take it from you, especially once she start getting a little bit older and realize she ain't got time to be waiting around. She'll take it from you then. There are dudes out here, man, be marrying women, man, that didn't even like them at first. Come on, bro. Man, chase a woman for 5 months, man, and end up marrying her. Man, I'm chasing a woman for 5 months. I'm talking about chase a man where she ain't even give him no play, dissing him. Don't even like him. A woman that don't like you then, man, don't like you now. And that's real, man. Another thing is this, man. You stop growing as a man because the wrong woman doesn't want you to grow. Out of fear, you'll realize she's beneath you. See, if you got a woman that's less than optimal for you, man, in your life, man, that woman don't want you to grow. She don't want you to grow. She's not going to contribute anything to your growth. Very few women want to see you grow, man. That's real, man. Very few women want to see you grow. Some do, but the ones who do, they're far and few in between. Some men have that woman who wants to see them grow, who's going to dedicate herself to his growth. But the majority of them are going to be detriments to your growth because they're going to be too concerned about what you can do for them, what kind of time you can get them, what kind of life you can get them, not necessarily what kind of life, but what kind of time you can get them. You know, what kind of focus you can get them, what kind of validation you can get them. That's what they're going to be focused on, man. And the majority of men out here ain't strong enough to let a woman know you live in this big pretty house. That's your validation. You get to drive fly whips. That's your validation. You ain't got to go work for somebody else. You work for the man who you can put that monkey on and make sure that I don't treat you bad around the other employees. That's your validation. We take trips. That's your validation. What you mean? What validation you need? A woman can be the gateway for evil in your life. And the crazy thing is, man, she'll still be able to use you. I'm talking about, I want to spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, you just keep on using me until you use me up. You'll be like that, bro. I'll give you the world and all that you wish for and even more. 'Cause girl, I love you more than you could know. That's how you be, man. You give everything, man. That's how these guys are. You end up in a situation, man, where listen, bro. I know cats. The woman is already moved on to another dude. And this dude still be going to drop kids that aren't his off to practice while she's with another dude. I want you to think about this. She's already moved on to a new dude. The children don't belong to him or the new dude. But instead of letting the new dude take on those responsibilities that happen with the quote unquote package deal, this dude is still being used to do these things. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy out here, man. There is no way that that's going to happen, bro. No way that's going to happen, man. No way. Just ain't gonna happen, man. So I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy, man. Yo, when I think about these things, man, I'd be like, man, if I didn't know these things, if I hadn't talked to these guys, man, and that's why, man, that's what it's cool, man, that y'all believe me, man, when I tell y'all these things, man, because I know y'all have heard some crazy things too, man. Hell, I may have done some crazy things, but man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It'll have to be somebody whose word I trust, man, for me to believe. When I hear myself say some of these things, man, I be like, man, damn. What in the? I'm like, nah, man, you lying. Man, these dudes they be dead serious, man. But if somebody told me these things, man, I'd be like, man, let me see. Can I take this dude word, man? Because this sound outlandish. These men do a bunch of things out here, man, for women who aren't worthy. It's the book of Alpha Running Man, homie. Read it.